Because I got a small window, man. I got shit to do.
We gotta finish this game.
But the camera,
Oh, we never even fixed that, did we? It's all bad. It's all bad.
We should have just kept on riding out that episode.
At this point, but I didn't want to lose my first game, and like I was like, I'm making moves.
Ooh, I just got the ball stolen from me. Shit.
Yeah. So I have no idea what's going on. But you might as well just push play and we'll figure it out. What's good? Welcome back to FIFA Sessions here at RIPCITY Sports Talk. Bryce, Trost, Anwar, Jones. Shout out to Chucky Buckets. You already know. You can find him at YouTube and SoundCloud and Instagram. That's Chucky Buckets PDX. Sign up to Instagram. We're playing live. FIFA. That's Man United versus Manchester United. I think I just said Man United versus Manchester United. What I meant to say is Man City versus Man United. We're feeling good. We're feeling good. We stopped off. Our pre-production meeting was over at the Westgate Bourbon and Tap Room or Tap House. I don't know. The Westgate out there in Beaverton. It's a bourbon house. That's all we know.
Bourbon house.
And it was proper. It was
proper.
proper.
We got the Ohashi.
Yeah.
Ohashi Japanese whiskey.
Yeah.
Got the Willet.
The Willet. Yep. And some of the Missioner or something. Missioner. Yeah, I don't know what it was. It was 116, 117 proof. It had a little bit of that kick.
Anything could happen after that.
Yeah, anything could happen after that. And then we came here and hit record. I don't know what happened after that. But anyways, slide over to RoastCitySportsTalk.com for past episodes.
Boop.
Dude,
Anything can happen,
my keeper. You can't be celebrating right now.
Why am I not?
Because I'm not playing. My keeper was. I am my keeper. Look at me. He's in the. Look at him. Yeah, it's all kinds of messed up. It's all kinds of messed up. All right, so before we took the break, we were talking. We wanted to talk about Zion. We wanted to talk about the draft. Number one, Zion going down. Is he still number one? Of course.
Zion. The only way Zion would not be number one is if when his shoe exploded, his foot exploded too. Like.
Which we don't necessarily know that didn't happen.
He can tear. If he tore his knee, he'd still be number one. He'd still be the number one pick. But I know the big thing of the whole debacle, whole shoegate, or whatever you want to call it. It shed some light on them not paying players.
Yeah.
Paying the college players. And I don't think necessarily, yeah, you should pay the players. Like if you look at, I was looking at basically Duke's revenue, and I think I saw a number in like 2016, 2017, where they had a $33 million profit off the basketball revenue profit.
Just basketball.
So just basketball. So you say you got 12 players.
Shoot that. Goal, baby.
I couldn't even
Goal,
see
baby.
what's going on.
Woo!
Couldn't even see
Got me one back. Slide over to Instagram 503. You can check out the live game feed. And once again, shout out to Chucky Buckets providing those beats in the background. But okay, Zion, Duke.
Yeah, so
Duke's not looking so good. They dropped 2 in the last week alone.
But they rake in 30. I think it was something where they would get like $100,000, around like $100,000 per player.
Yeah.
If you just give them like 15 to 20% of the, I think it was 20% of the revenue. But say you give them 20, the players get 20% of that revenue. That's not a lot. That's a tip. Like at a restaurant, that's a tip.
Yeah.
You know? So basically, you give them that, you give them a tip, which is $100,000. You do that. And then you also give them the license to their name, where Zion, just because he's signed,
you're gonna see the Zions for 4 years.
No, but that
two, but still, you're gonna see it, and there's gonna be a lot more respect behind it rather than what we're seeing right now. Straight up, zero profitability from the player, and all of the risk. And millions, if not, billions of dollars earned from the NCAA and all these colleges.
So and basically you spread it out over terms. So where it's like you can just have
oh my god.
oh shit.
Dude, I didn't realize what was happening. I'm like, why is my keeper all the way up there? Wait, I'm my keeper right now.
So you can you spread it out. You spread it out over terms or whatnot. So it's like
I'm gonna do a quick reset.
You have it at the beginning of the year.
Yep.
They got to get a certain. So you make certain things where you have to reach a certain GPA to get your stipend.
Little bonuses.
You become
incentives.
To get your money.
With it. Totally.
You do that type of stuff, and then you let them have the rights to negotiate deals. Like what about a local car dealership sponsoring Zion or RJ Barrett? They have him there. You can choose what shoe company you want to go to. The shoe companies are already knee deep in these guys when they're in high school, let alone being in college.
Very true.
Like Mike Krzyzewski has a shoe deal with Nike. Zion has to wear Nikes.
Has for years.
Why not let him wear whatever shoe he wants to wear and let him get paid for that? Actually learn the business that he's gonna be in. College basketball is an internship.
Think about how
they
can tie all that into the education process in terms of learning about
classes. Learn how to
manage
invest.
The money you're making.
Learn how to manage the money. Why don't you be able to?
The NCAA would be viewed in such a better light.
Oh my God! Learn how to negotiate my first contract.
Yep.
So you're coming out there and you're ready. You don't need to hire an agent. I can do my own deal. You know, there's a lot of things that you can set up for these kids that's gonna be beneficial for them in the long run, instead of just taking all the money. Like, you don't have, like, not only do you take up all the money, but then you also take away my rights. The billions of dollars. Like, you take away my rights to earn capital, which is the most un-American shit out there. Like, just let me negotiate a deal on my own. And you know what? They can sign, like, if I negotiate a deal with Adidas, they can pay for my year that I go to school. I don't need your money. I don't need your little scholarship that I'm only being there for 6 months anyways. I don't need that. But I could have used that $1 million signing bonus that Under Armour wanted to give me, and I could have bought myself, my mom, a house and get it, and we'll be straight for the rest of my. If I blow my knee in college or never make it to the NBA, I can make it. And there's something to be said about those kids raking in all that money for the college when they go to the tournament, when they do all that stuff. They made that university a lot of money. They helped build a lot of those facilities.
There's certain programs right now that if you think about over the last 15, 20 years, shit, for Duke even further, in North Carolina even further, back into the 80s, you think about the money that those schools have made off of individual players and or just teams alone. The money they make additionally just to go to the tournament. The players, the families see none of that.
They get none of that, and that's atrocious. And like they were talking about Shaq. Shaq back in the day had his iconic when he was dunking with two legs in the air. Boom. Yeah. He had an image of that and had like t-shirts and stuff like that. And LSU was restricting him from selling it. It's like because they basically own the rights to his likeness. Yeah. Like, and it's just disgusting, man. Like they took away college, they took away the NCAA games because of Ed O'Bannon and him challenging that rule. Like, I should have my likeness, and they still haven't given that to the players. Like, I should
think about how
Terrell
much
Pryor
money,
lost a career
how much
because he signed his name.
For real, the NCAA and the players would make if things like that would come to more or less an agreement. The money that EA made, it was their highest selling game next to FIFA every year.
I used to love those games. That's my favorite game of all time.
The NCAA games?
NCAA football is my favorite game of all time.
Next to FIFA. FIFA's number one for me now, but But NCAA obviously took the cake.
This remember like is reminiscent of it, just the way you can recruit and all that. Basically, like, that type of stuff. But I digress. Like it was the dopest game. It was the dopest game, and it's like they took it away from us because of their greed, man. Y'all still don't want to pay these guys. And
you
for what?
Made more
like you're
you
making so much money.
Here's the thing, though. They could have made just as much if they thought about it in the long term in terms of you have a star like Zion. Think of how much money Zion garners
to that team,
for
man.
4 years. 2 years. They're only gonna have
1 year.
Yeah.
What he's gonna generate?
I know, but they're only having him for 1 year now.
I know,
the
but
rules
it's just
stipulate only 1 year. But think about if it was 2, if it was 3, if it was 4. How much money that school, NCAA, would make on top of it while still giving him his bread for the shoes,
give him his bread.
For the video games.
Just give him his bread. Just give him a
for
little.
For the jerseys, even. All of it.
Imagine how many, imagine with,
You just nutmeg the shit out of it.
Imagine how much money, Tim Tebow would have made back in.
Tebow wouldn't be doing AAA ball. No, he wouldn't have to be an analyst. He would have literally retired. He should have been able to
capitalize off that phenomenon. Boom, boom, boom. It was crazy. But it's just I just don't understand why they don't have their likeness. Why they can't negotiate deals. Why they can't have an agent to facilitate some money. It's just gonna help them out in the long run. You have that documentary Broke that was a 30 for 30, and all those players that basically that had bad investments and lost money. When they got in the, if you're in college, that's the thing that you should be learning about. That's the thing that you should be prepping yourself for. Being in that real type of
wow.
Oh,
you don't deserve that goal. You fouled the shit out of my defender.
I was dancing too much.
You were. Holy.
But I mean, it's okay. Nothing. It's nothing for them if you're making $30 million to give them a little. Just give them a little tip, because every restaurant does that, man. They all do that. They're fine with getting 80% of the pot. You can have your tips. Take your tips.
It would average out to be more because those players would stick around for the full education.
Yeah, they
Not
would.
all of them, but most of them. I guarantee you.
And
still have mom and dad in their ear, or themselves, hopefully, saying, "Hey, finish this, get this degree, then go on to the league. Man. Who cares? You're getting a degree, and you're getting money, and you're going into the league with the knowledge of exactly what you need to do to sustain this wealth, grow your influence, etc."
Think about how much money Zion could be making staying in Duke.
Oh my goodness!
He's raking
4 years in a row. You'd be projected to go to the title game because you stayed at Duke. 4 years in a row, you'd be making money from your appearances at those bowl games, but more or less the tourney. All that shit would pay out. And you walk away with everything you need to know on top of your shoulders
inside and out
about how to protect yourself. Unlike
and you become
60
a better player.
years of players, 60 years worth of players, good players even, have literally are what now? We've seen these stories over and over again about basically these dudes didn't have the education how to protect their wealth.
Nah, man, Antoine Walker, some of it
or their likeness. Yo, Zion's gonna be a fucking sellout in people are gonna play Zion in 2K and NBA Live. Who's not gonna play Zion?
Yeah, Zion,
he wants that likeliness.
Zion on a college campus is iconic, man. Those
he hasn't been to an NCAA tournament and he's already an icon.
Yeah, the imprint that he has had on college basketball and on Duke University is gonna reverberate for years.
You got Jay-Z, you got the president, you got Spike Lee, you got everybody coming to your games.
The Lakers are in the midst of struggling, and LeBron takes a private jet
to go watch Zion.
Go see Zion.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
It's absolutely nuts. And regardless of whether I know the G League is making waves. They want to do want to pay the guys 125.
You gotta hurry.
125,000 and everything like that to play in the G League and everything like that. Those type of things are in the works. But at the same time, man, like
Whoa,
these,
sir.
like the NCAA is the best platform to have out there for any college player, and they get so much. They can improve their talents a lot more so in that college atmosphere if they had actually let them practice all the time. Which NCAA puts restrictions on the ability to be in the facilities and practice, which is just ridiculous. That's another archaic rule that they have. But I digress. Like they should basically let those guys become stars on the college campus and then come into the league and dominate. Like I don't want to have a lot of inexperienced guys in the league. Like I like them going to college, but I don't like the fact that they get exploited the way they do. The way the institution gets to make so much money of them, and they don't get any kickback.
It's tough.
So I'm for them. I'm for them letting him in out of high school, but I would much rather have them be able to make their coins in college. Be able to make that dollar. Get your likeness, and be able to get a certain percentage off the basketball revenue, off the revenue that they make. That's not asking a lot. That's not asking a lot. That's what every other American gets. In every other situation, if you're working at a diner, you have the right to earn tips.
For the most part, yeah. Go. Let's go, baby.
You have that right.
Yeah.
Like you can earn some tips.
Yeah.
Like everywhere else you can make your own money, man. Like let them make their money.
Slide over to Instagram. Check out the live game feed. That's Rose City Sports Talk 503. And once again, much love to Chucky Buckets for providing the score. You can find him at Instagram, YouTube, SoundCloud. That's Chucky Buckets PDX. While we're talking about Zion, let's talk about those that might be acquiring Zion in the coming draft. Would you rather see Zion in Phoenix or New York?
Oh my God, Phoenix! That made me almost throw up, man. if Zion gets stuck on Phoenix, I'm gonna be pissed.
It was a loaded question.
Oh, I'm gonna be pissed.
But at the same time, it kind of wasn't because it's a possibility.
It's a possibility. It's a possibility for any
of the top three.
No, not any of the top teams. Any of the guys in any of the teams in the lottery. Because we don't know how this is all going to shake.
I'm just saying, unfortunately for me, in a certain Duke player,
the rules,
you're going to end up on Phoenix.
With them changing the rules where everything is like the odds.
Yeah.
Like them flattening out the odds.
Yeah.
Like we don't know how this is gonna turn out. I mean, if the Lakers don't make it to the playoffs,
they could go to the lottery. Yeah.
They could get Zion.
Yeah.
Like how like the league would shut down.
Oh my God.
Conspiracy theories would be running rampant if LA got it. But
bro,
like imagine that. Like
I can't. My mind just kind of exploded a little bit.
It would be nuts.
Zion and LeBron.
It would be crazy. No, our heads are going to explode if we really next year. And I said this early, and I was like,
oh my God.
It's not out of the realm. I think you looked at me.
You're talking about KD, Kyrie,
and Zion,
oh
man.
Oh my God.
That is a possibility.
Which is just nuts to think about.
And the way that Kyrie looks so unhappy there.
Complete implosion of the Boston Celtics.
The implosion of Boston. The Boston
They're sitting
Celtics.
at the 5 or 6 seed, but they look like they literally will continue to fall if they do not figure this shit out quick. They're not going to have a home court game at all this playoff, or a home advantage at all this playoffs.
They were supposed to win 60 games.
We were saying it was going to be Philly, Boston, or maybe Toronto because then they picked up who they picked up. But then Philly went out and grabbed Jimmy and
it's not even that.
And Tobias.
But it's not even that. It's not even. It doesn't even matter that all that pickups that these other teams had. It's the simple fact that Boston just.
They don't like each other.
They don't like each other. They're the most talented team in the league. I mean, talented team in the East.
Yeah.
But yet, their terrible chemistry is their ultimate downfall. They had something with Philly picking up all those guys. They have to acclimate to one another.
Stop.
They have to learn how to play with each other. Boston knew how to play with each other
immediately,
and they made
which
it
is crazy.
to the Eastern Conference.
Tell
Finals.
me why it took the same team,
but they're not the same team.
They are though.
Because Kyrie. I think the biggest mistake that
what he said.
The biggest mistake that they made was starting Gordon Hayward at the beginning of the year because he wasn't healthy. Gordon Hayward is still not healthy right now.
What the fuck, sir?
And that threw off the whole rotation. If they would have eased him in and played him like 15, 20 minutes in the beginning of the season, I think everything would have been straight.
Oh, bro.
But now Jaylen Brown is down.
Dodging bullets right now. You know.
Jaylen Brown is downing himself.
Yep. Clearly.
Terry Rozier.
Tatum's not even close to the same player that we saw.
He doesn't have the opportunities.
Goal. Oh, check that out. Slide over to Instagram. Rose City Sports Talk 503. It's the live game feed. That was a heater.
And Kyrie Irving talked about it. He's like, let me just put it out there. Like we're battling, we're challenging for that same spot. Like it's his. Terry Rozier has to pay the back seat to Kyrie Irving. And looking how scary Terry was, he was a phenomenon last year in the playoffs. Like he got a lot of recognition.
They took Braun to 7.
They took Braun to 7. So
a bunch of never been to the playoffs once, rookies and second-year players took Braun to 7 and put the whole East on check, which we thought would carry over to this year.
They beat Philly. They beat Milwaukee. Like with ease.
Yep.
Brad Stevens was considered the best coach in the league.
Probably should have gotten the award, but at the same time, you know.
Now they talk about this. Has Brad Stevens lost it? You know, it's like it was all good. It was all good a week ago.
Brad Stevens had lost shit. He just knows.
I think he messed up. Did he?
Was it Danny?
I think a lot of the blame is on Brad Stevenson not getting those rotations right and making those guys happy. Like as a coach, you gotta set the role. You gotta make the roles clarified for those guys, and you gotta make everybody happy. That's your job.
You just walked right past him.
Damn, you're the manager. Manage the talent.
Yeah.
And he's done a terrible job at that. He's done a terrible job. God, Jesus, he's right there.
Real,
like
for real.
Give him the ball. So I mean, I think Kyrie's gone, man. And this whole KD and Kyrie makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
They are
clearly they're chummy.
But they share the same I just want to play ball type of mentality.
Yeah,
like, I don't care about.
hate the media.
They hate the media.
Which is going to be
They're
interesting.
They're
How does that work
purists.
in New York? How does that work in New York?
It's.
That's going to be interesting if that.
But the thing about it is, it could be bad because some of those beat writers are ridiculous over there in New York.
Not
like,
are some.
Yeah.
No, most of them.
Frank Isola.
Yeah.
And Mark Vernon. Like you could all the tweets and the articles that they have is like, it's just, man, like the overreaction that they have, and that's just what the New York media is about. But at the same time, man, they have been yearning for a great team. The fact that you can put Kyrie and KD on the same team and have them back into relevance. They should be just in pure joy. Like, don't do anything to derail what could be in that city and the potential that they. Oh my God! Why did you do that? Just shoot the ball. So I think they will be. I think they'll be on their best behavior. I think New York. They have to be on the. If you're not, you're idiots. You've been yearning for this, man. You've needed this.
I think the whole world would jump on board if New York finally had a squad. But let's be honest, this game's about a wrap. There's more to talk about, but we're going to have to do it on other days. You lost the opening, the inaugural game, the inaugural series, not just the game. Ooh. You're about to lose the whole series here. To me, who've never played a Sony. This feels good.
Damn.
Oh, that's the W right there. And he's out.
This is terrible. I got to go. I'm in trouble.
You didn't already know. Rose City Sports Talk's available. RoseCitySportsTalk.com. Slide over to YouTube, Instagram, IG. Give us a follow. That's Rose City Sports Talk 503.
Should not have lost.
Shout out to man Anwar Jones.
Keep them low.
He did keep them low. He lost. Shout out to me. And shout out to Chucky Bucket for providing the score.
Walking out the door.
Walk off the set. We out of here.
I'm mad. Look. I'm mad.